Okay, good question. I already know the answer to this, but I want to hear it as well. Does Sean work alone with more difficult cases, or would he enlist help on occasions?
I enlist help on occasions.
Yep.
And this is what we did last night. I was working with Hunter, a Mustang that I'm working with, and I'm getting him prepared to do some long lining, because I'm getting him prepared to take a saddle and start being ridden. So I want to start getting it in his head that he already can handle a surcingle.
Yep.
So I want to get him prepared to do some long lining, and I'm going to put a side pull on him and get him giving to some turning and getting him used to me being in that rearward position. Well, last night he wanted to cut me off when I was trying to inch back on my lead rope. So what I did was I told Graham, I said, horse training's not always a one-man deal. So I had Graham get behind him while I was in my driving position off his hip, and we sent him around and got him used to somebody directly behind him. So that was a perfect example of a two-man deal, and by the end of that, I was able to slip behind his hip in a safe position and one rein ground drive him forward.
Yep.
Now, if I'm getting on a Mustang for the first time, I'm typically in there by myself. But if I find that horse is wanting to lock up and maybe not give me forward motion, I always have somebody available to come in and be in the center of that round pin and help me get forward with my stick. Why? Because I am always in the center of that round pin, sending him forward in the round pin, getting forward motion. So he recognizes that position of the person, and then I'm up there just being a passive yet assertive rider.
Yep.
I don't want to put a lot of pressure on that horse. I want that first ride to be, just wonderful.
Yep.
Now in the old days, I get a walk, trot, and canter every first ride.
Mm-hmm.
Nowadays, I modify that a little bit. I'm getting older. I don't bounce as good as I used to. But you know what the funny thing is? Never had one of my Mustangs blow up on me the first ride. Never had one of my Mustangs buck on me.
Want to share that secret or what?
Right. The groundwork, the preparation, the trust.
Yes.
Now, saying that does not mean the next time I get on a Mustang, he's not going to drill me into the ground like
jinxed it.
well, they could.